coming off that brilliant performance at Fenway. What kind of stuff did you bring to the mound tonight?
It probably wasn't as good as the other night, but overall felt pretty good. A couple breaks here and there, a couple tough pitches that they put in play and put them in the right spots. Defense played good, and offense tried to put up a couple runs there late. But it's a pretty good lineup, like you said, and facing a guy like Bauer, who's pretty stingy most of the time. It was going to be a tough game, but the guys battled, and hopefully we'll come out and get serious tomorrow.
It didn't look like you wanted to leave when the manager gave you that discussion. How did that go?
I never want to leave a game, so he knows that. He came up and put his arm around me and just said, hey, listen, you had a long one last time out, and I know you want to stay back out there, but we feel like right now, at this time, it's probably a good time to give you a break. We'll get you an extra day this time through the rotation and get you back out there in 5 or 6 days.
When it's your turn to start, that day usually is just all about your start and your pitching and the matchup, but when a guy like Brian Dozier gets dealt, that's got to be tough on you too.
Yeah, I think that's 3 of the 4 teammates I've had in my entire career who've been traded away. So that was tough. Barely got here in time to say see you later to them. So I saw that it happened and tried to jet over here as quick as I could. But it's a tough day. Baseball's a business, and the front office is doing their best to set this organization up for a couple years down the road and to make us as good as possible. And obviously they had a deal that they thought they had to take for Dozier, and they did it. But it's tough. I think I haven't broken the news to my daughter yet. She might be really disappointed. So that'll probably be the hardest conversation of the day, I think.
I'm certain teams called about your services. Is that something that was on your mind in the last 48 hours?
I haven't thought a whole lot about it, you see things here and there on the internet, but you don't know what's actually happening and what's actually not happening. So I don't even know that I had my phone on ring last night. So sometimes you just leave your phone to the side and they'll get a hold of you if they need to. But it's something that you can't avoid because of the world that we live in with social media. But we all have a job to do, and as Lance Lynn will tell you, we pitch when they tell us to pitch, and we pitch for who they tell us to pitch for. So that's what you got to do.
Kyle, the front office did kind of say that they see you as part of the future, part of next year as well. What's that how do you kind of feel about that?
Yeah, I think I've been here. Gosh, this is 9th or 10th season in the organization, and when I signed here in 2009, we were coming off a pretty good decade there, and I wanted to be a part of a playoff team, and I wanted to be a part of a playoff atmosphere. So I think that's what this front office is working toward, and I'd love to be a part of it. And there's something about the trade deadline that kind of makes you think about this and that, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be with this group of guys. And we got a lot of baseball left, 56 games left. We had a meeting before the day, and I know it's a good team over there, but we play them pretty well, and we got a schedule that I think that allows us to compete this year. And we lost a couple key pieces, no doubt. It doesn't make it easier, but we're still really confident. And we got a good team that we're going to run out there every single day, and guys that are going to play hard. And anybody who's given up on us, I think, is making a mistake, and nobody in here is going to give up either.
Is the meeting kind of similar to last year where you guys sold and kind of had a meeting and went on that road in August?
Yeah, I don't want to be rude. I actually wasn't here for that meeting last year, so I don't know if that meeting was how that meeting was. I was still down in Rochester, but yeah, I think I would assume it was pretty similar. I don't think anybody in here is going to give up. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to the guys who got traded away. That was the one thing Dozier told me. He's like, hey, don't let these guys quit. And I don't think he knows nobody's going to, but we got staff around here that are working hard every day. We got players that are working hard every day, and for us to just come in here and cash in, I don't think anybody wants to do that, and I don't think anybody's going to do that. So hopefully Twins fans see a lot of fight and get to see some September baseball. It's going to be a lot of fun because that's kind of where we envision ourselves going.